Alright, so I've tried to record this video, like, a few times, so if it seems like I'm scattered or whatever, that's why. I'm also not putting that much effort into this video, so expect moist critical levels of effort in terms of this video's editing and all that sort of stuff. But I just want to talk directly to my audience for a second about something that has been really starting to bug me, and that is this reoccurring piece of criticism. It's probably the criticism I get the most on my channel, and that's, you have bad opinions. First of all, what does that even mean? Okay? I think I get what people are trying to say when they say it, but I also don't know because it's such a weird thing to say. So, you have bad opinions. What does that mean? Alright? So first of all, I'm a reviewer, right? For those of you who are new to my channel and somehow this is the first video of mine you've watched and, you know, you didn't start elsewhere because this is a really weird first Nothing is Scary video to watch. Hi, I'm Nothing is Scary. I review Geometry Dash levels, and I have a lot of unpopular opinions, because my opinions are rather specific. I make a variety of GD content, not just review content, but review content is one of the things I put the most effort into because I think it's fun to make. Now, with that being said, what do you mean I have bad opinions? Like, that's not even, like, what do you mean I have them because I don't think I have them? No. What is a bad opinion? Like, what is... Is it a bad opinion because you disagree with me? Or is it a bad opinion because lots of people disagree with me? As if people have never heard of an unpopular opinion before? I don't know. These comments are just so perplexing to me because it'd be one thing if someone was disagreeing on a specific opinion and giving an explanation why. Like, you know, I think your opinion on Serious by Funny Game is bad, right? I actually like the level. I could accept that. That is a reasonable comment. But to just comment, your opinions are bad, confuses me, because they phrase it as if I'm doing something wrong as a content creator, right? Not just that they disagree with me, but like, this is a criticism towards my channel as a whole, that I have bad opinions. And it's so perplexing. I have had content creators behind the scenes tell me that the thing they like about my content is that I'm good at talking, and that if I wasn't good at talking, they wouldn't watch my videos because I have bad opinions. These comments bother me, like, genuinely, because what, like, It reminds me of what Aeon Air used to get a lot. Aeon Air used to also get a lot of comments saying you have bad opinions, and it's like, you know what you do if you disagree with someone's opinion? You either A, move on with your day and say nothing, well knowing that you disagree with it and you're not going to take it to heart, or B, respectfully say that you disagree with the person. That is how you handle criticism as well, right? And in most cases, I would have done that with this whole thing. I would have just completely turned a blind eye and I would have not said anything about these comments, right? But these comments are widespread. Like I said, content creators have said this to me, and I even had some guy donate money to my stream saying, you have bad opinions. And then he proceeded to say, oh, but I still like your videos. Like, what am I supposed to take away from that? Like, I was watching his Dasher podcast episode last night, and the way he explained it himself actually kind of explains it well. It feels like the whole thing of, like, the ending being the hardest part is intended to force you to take a long time on the level. Right? Like, you are forced to... I don't know. Because I don't remember the exact quote word for word, but he basically said something along the lines of, like, if you die at 99, you still need to spend more time with the level, or something like that. And that's just really irritating to me. No shade, obviously, because that Dasher podcast episode was really good. I just think it, like, highlights a fundamental problem with his levels. I don't like the idea of artificially forcing people to, spend longer with your levels. Why did I hit that red orb? When I'm in a bad takes competition and you're there. Wait. I'm confused. Thank you for the $2, by the way, but... Did you just donate $2 to me to tell me that I have bad takes? I'm confused. I'm I am not sure, like, were you saying that to me, or were you saying... Bad takes, but I respect it? Oh, okay, fair enough. And I think the reason it bothers me so much is because, to me, it highlights an issue with the GD community as a whole, and that's a lot of people in this community just can't take criticism, and more importantly, they can't handle listening to opinions, right? Like, a review is just not something that these people can handle. I used to wonder why review content was so rare in the GD community, and why there's only, like, a very small handful of small content creators making review content. And then I realized it's because of shit like this. Again, I don't mind, but it's a lot to have to deal with, and I can understand people minding, you know what I mean? I can understand this bothering people. The problem I have is that people treat opinions like they're factual, you know what I mean? Like they're these static things that can't change and have to be true, right? Like, if I say that I hate Serious by Funny Game, I'm somehow implying that the level is objectively bad and you also have to hate it, but that's not what I'm implying at all. What I'm saying is that I personally dislike this level, here's a detailed explanation as to why I don't like this level. If you disagree with me, that's okay. That subtext basically exists with all of my reviews. It just bothers me because these are basically the two biggest reactions whenever I criticize a level, right? You have people who say, oh man, you're too negative, you're gonna make people hate this level, as if my opinions are factual and people have to agree with me, which they don't. And then you also get people who stan levels really hard, and it's like, how dare you insult this level? This level's good. Okay, you like the level, calm down there. You know what that attitude creates? It creates animosity towards fan bases, alright? Look at any example of quote-unquote overhyped media, right? Look at the Undertale fanbase or the fucking Tool fanbase, right? If you listen to Tool or you like Undertale, fuck it, it can even apply to shows like Rick and Morty, right? Just all these pieces of media that have this stink of having a bad fanbase, usually that stink comes from the fact that the fanbase will often try to force that piece of media onto you and get mad if you don't like it. Like, I guarantee you right now, if someone in my comments says they don't like Undertale, there are people that are going to be mad about that. Of course, due to the subject matter of this video, they might be a bit discouraged from responding, but there are unironically people out there who, if you don't like Undertale, or you don't like music made by Tool, you don't like Rick and Morty, you get these weird comments that basically boil down to, how could you not like this thing? This thing is good. What are you talking about? The problem with comments like this is that if they're widespread enough, they make people not want to check out that piece of media. So a piece of media that is legitimately good, and there is actually a legitimate chance that they could have liked it, now they'll never even give it a shot because you tried to fucking force feed it to them. It's annoying as shit. The same thing happens with Geometry Dash levels. If you respond to someone saying they don't like a level you like with, fuck you, you're wrong, you have shit opinions, blah 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 blah, it's just gonna make them hate the level more, because now they're gonna associate the level with people like you. As a whole, I actually kind of have a theory that this is why levels in the Gauntlets get so much hate compared to levels that are just nonchalantly released on the servers. Because Gauntlet levels are forced onto you. You have to play them, right? And people wonder why everyone's so negative towards a Gauntlet level. Well, it's because if you have a level in the Gauntlets that you normally just don't like and that's it, well, now you don't like it and you have to play it, which is going to make people angrier than usual. I want to address this idea that somehow an opinion is factual and will always be this static thing, and you have to agree with opinions, right? I want to address how stupid this mindset is, right? Like somehow people are going to be swayed by an opinion and treat it like fact. I want to address how stupid this idea is, genuinely. Let's talk about GD:, just as a content creator as a whole. I'm gonna be honest, I feel bad for this guy. Genuinely. I've spoken to him once, right, and he's a legitimately chill person, and yet he gets some of the most hate I've seen in the GD community. And it's similar to mine. It's, you have bad opinions, or, you know, shit like that, right? Or you care too much, which is a whole nother conversation in and of itself. GD:, is the best critic in the GD community. Hands down. Everything he says is well researched, and at the very least, he makes it very clear that they are just his opinions. And yet still, somehow people cannot accept this fact. I'm gonna use GD Colon to give an example of two reactions to criticism that are the perfect extreme of both ends in how you react to criticism. Both of these were handled well on the end of RobTop, the person GD Colon is criticizing, in both of these clips. So, the first video we're discussing is the Sub-Zero coin video. In this video, GD Colon breaks down why the coins in Sub-Zero are dog shit, because in my opinion they were, I agree with him, and he basically explains how he would change the coins to make them better. Now, the second video we're talking about is the review of Dash, the new 2.2 level, right? In this video, he spent a decent amount of time talking about the spider part at the beginning and how he hated it because it was unsight readable. People outside of the GD community would probably even know about this criticism because it got memed to death. Now, as funny as the memes about the Dash spider are, I actually have a big problem with those memes existing, right? At the very least, I have a problem with where they came from. Because the memes themselves are funny, it basically just became a format, but the purpose of these memes were originally to make fun of GD Colon for having a bad opinion. What did they perceive as this bad opinion? That the Dash spider was unsight readable. And plus, people misunderstood the criticism and thought that he was talking about, you know, the level's playability, which no, it takes like 3 attempts to learn the part, but that's also not what he was talking about. He was criticizing it from a game design perspective, saying it was bad game design, which I agree with. So these videos, the reason I say they're both separate extremes is because the Sub-Zero video actually inspired change. The Sub-Zero video, because of it, RobTop saw the video and actually went back and updated the coins because he agreed that they were bad. He changed some of them and changed how they work entirely and made them significantly better. Sub-Zero's coins were improved because of criticism given up by GD Colon. The Dash Spider, on the other end, he's really been giving this criticism since back when the trailer for the level dropped. And you know what RobTop did? He ignored GD Colon and put it in anyway because he disagreed with him. That's how criticism works. If you don't like the criticism you're being given, you just don't take it. It doesn't mean the person is a bad content creator. It doesn't mean that their opinions are bad or blah 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 whatever. It's just you disagree with them. So don't take the criticism. That's all you have to do. From now on, whenever someone comments, you have bad opinions, I'm just gonna respond with, you take criticism too seriously. I think that's what the takeaway from this video honestly is. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video to talk about just this criticism as a whole and just why it bothers me. Because it borders on harassment, right? Because, like, if people just actively, as I mentioned earlier, if they just thought that I had a bad opinion and they moved on with their day, or hell, if they had this stupid criticism of, you have bad opinions, right? But they didn't feel the need to comment that on every fucking video I make, I wouldn't be here talking about it, because I just see it as criticism that I don't want to take. The only reason I'm talking about this here right now is because of the amount of comments I get that say it. That's it. I am so sick of this whole thing, and, you know, the fact it got to the level where someone fucking paid me to say this is so irrationally stupid. Like, why? Why? I don't get it. It's whatever. I just want to put this video out. Thank you for letting me rant about this, and yeah. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to put out, like, an actual proper video pretty soon. So yeah, thank you for watching.